I just wanted to do an update on this YouTube channel that I have. I did a previous video a couple weeks ago about my channel. Recently, I just barely got a influx of subscribers and views. I'm just going to show you what happened there and how much income that brought in, how much views it brought in, stuff like that. It was based off of one video, basically, of me getting this house for $5,000, and then the subsequent videos about me renovating this. So that was good. It brought in a lot of subscribers. I just wanted to show you what happened with the income, the views, and all that, just to give you an idea of what happens on YouTube channels and to see if it's worth it for you to do. This is the last 28 days, and you can see the kind of the graph when it spiked up here like this, and this is a few weeks ago. So it spiked here at 117,000 views on September 23rd, and this is my whole channel. This is not just that one video. I'll just tell you what I'm thinking is that I still get very nervous about the fluctuation of unknown income and unknown future of what it's going to do. The very beginning, it was going on about around 3,000 views an average. I'll pull out the perspective here a little bit. It was about around 3,000 on average for the whole entire channel on all the videos. Around 3,000 views per day, and that was going for a long time like that. And this is for the past year, about the same. I had a few spikes every once in a while. Sometimes they're for winter videos, and the upcoming winter, people start tuning into some videos. So it's been a little under, an average of 2,000 to 3,000 views until that one video went out, and then I started getting more views on all the videos that related to that, to the $5,000 house and the renovation. So that was really good, but you have to think about the big picture and about what's going on, because you got to think about if you're paying rent or a mortgage, and this is for the past year now, and half of that is just within the last 28 days, you would say that's really good. I still get really scared about YouTube just because the fluctuation is so much that you can't count on this for the future, even though there's this little spike during one part of your YouTube experience. So the views on average right now have gone up a little bit, right around 4,000 to 5,000 per day, which is still really good, but I still can't count on it. So overall, it is extremely frustrating with YouTube, and I can't emphasize that enough, because in my previous video that I had with my YouTube experience and knowing that it's worth it or not, I still say I really don't know if it's worth it. I just, all of this effort and all the pain and all of the frustration with YouTube is just, I'm expecting it to just go down again, and just for them to be demonetizing videos, or for them to shut down my channel for some reason. And so what I'm doing is that I'm planning ahead so that I can use whatever income or whatever resources that I get into opening other doors and not wasting it on something else. And I've become a strong advocate, or my feelings are really strong about putting your housing first. So whatever money you get in extra, or whatever money you save up, it goes towards paying off a house, or getting a cheap home, or a piece of land, or something with housing, securing that housing first. Because what that does is give you the true stability that you need in your life to be able to have jobs that fluctuate. So if you have a seasonal job, or if you have project-based job, or if you have an unknown volatile income just like this, then rent and a mortgage is going to kill you financially no matter what. Because if this has to spread out, this $3,500 within the last month, If this has to spread out for the next year for me, then that's hardly anything. Especially if I have to pay rent or a mortgage, it's going to be gone just within a few weeks or a month. That's the slavery that I'm talking about, is that if you've got that rent, or if you've got a huge long mortgage for years, then you have to go get a job that hopefully it's going to stay consistent, and hopefully nothing happens to you physically, medically, or mentally, or you don't get laid off or something for the next 30 years. So if you think about it, it's not stable to have a stable job with a mortgage and rent. It's stable if you have a cheap home that you paid off outright and you've got that foundation to work from. I can't emphasize that enough. You gotta get that housing taken care of first, and that's why I'm focusing in on reducing our expenses, our living expenses, which is your ownership of housing and also electricity and producing power, or tapping into power. If you find yourself unhappy with your job, trying to survive all the time, then these are the answers we're looking for, is that we've got to somehow change this in our society. I don't know how that's going to happen other than just talking about it and figuring out, getting it into the public mindset. But that's my whole point in getting a true stable housing first. So now I'm working on another book. I have at least 3 more books that I want to write, and so I can concentrate on that. And those books that I write are still going to be fluctuating with income, and I can't even count on those things providing a stable future. It's the stable housing that's going to provide for that. If you want to do a YouTube channel, just make sure your motivation is that you love doing what you're doing already, that there's low production time. You just want to put up this information because you love it and you want to share it. If that's your motivation, then you'll keep going with your channel, and you'll just keep going whether there's a big income or not. You'll just keep going with the channel, and it doesn't matter, and you'll stay happy with the channel. So if you focus on that, then it's worth it. If you focus on trying to get that channel going and relying on the income and relying on it to have a future and stuff, that it's not worth doing it that way. I have more videos about my house coming. I'm a little bit late this week because I went to Nevada to visit a friend, my friend Will. I already did a couple videos on him. So hopefully this helps you give a little more information about YouTube channels, or about other ideas that you can have for variable income on the side, or whatever it is.